So, solving a quadratic. So, similar to the last two questions, we've got a quadratic expression. The only difference is there's an equal 0 on the end, so we've got to end up with x equals something. We start off exactly the same. We're going to factorise it. Two numbers that add and times. They need to add to make the one in the middle, so minus 7, and they need to times to make the one on the end multiplied by the first number, so 6. That's going to be the numbers 1 and 6, and if we need to make minus 7, both of these are going to have to be negative. Split the middle term, because we can't go straight to the brackets because of this 2 at the beginning. So we get 2x squared minus x minus 6x plus 3 equals 0. And you can see we haven't actually got rid of the minus 7. I've just split it and wrote it slightly differently. Factorise the first half and then factorise the second half. So in the first two terms, all we've got common is an x. And then in the brackets, we're going to get 2x minus 1. Keep the minus sign. And then in these two, we've got a 3 that's common. And then I'm going to have to times it by 2x. And then because this is a minus 3 here, it'll have to be minus 1 there. Still equal to 0. And then again, we've got this repeated bracket, which is our first bracket. And our second bracket comes from the terms that are outside the bracket. If it was just factorising, we'd stop here. But we're trying to solve. So at this point, we need to say, well, either the 2x minus 1 bracket is equal to 0, or the x minus 3 bracket is equal to 0. This one's a bit easier. If x minus 3 equals 0, x equals 3, we can just take the minus 3 over there and make it positive. This one, a little bit more complicated. If I want to get x on its own, the first step is to say, well, 2x is equal to positive 1, because I can take the minus 1 over to become positive, and then divide by that 2, so I get x equals a half. So my two possible answers are x equals a half or x equals 3 for that equation.